IGBANKE is an Ika-speaking community in Colonial local government area of Edo State, Nigeria. IGBANKE originally comprised 8 communities, merged into 6, namely Ake, Obiogba, Idumodi, Igboto, Idumeru, Olije, Omulwa, and Ota. Hello everyone, my name is Evelyn Owaniba, a historian and researcher at the Nigerian Army Resource Center, Abuja. On this special day, I want to tell you about the IGBANKE people and the administration during the colonial era. IGBANKE is an Ika-speaking community in Colonial local government area of Edo State, Nigeria. IGBANKE originally comprised 8 communities, merged into 6, namely Ake, Obiogba, Idumodi, Igboto, Idumeru, Olije, Omulwa, and Ota. These communities traced their origin to the 12th century AD. In the pre-colonial era, IGBANKE was a formidable military and economic nation, notable for its supernatural prowess in the region. Through trade, warfare, military alliances, diplomacy, and other instruments, they interacted with neighboring towns and distant communities as a distinct entity in the IGBANKE, that is, the IGBANKE people. The oral tradition of IGBANKE and our neighbors, Agbo, Imbe, Ozanogogo, and Ogada, as well as the Isha areas, also identified them as IGBANKE. By the 15th century AD, IGBANKE witnessed different waves of migration from neighboring and distant areas. By the end of the 19th century AD, migrants from Ika area, Benin, Agbo, Isha, Urobo, Ishekiri land, as well as traders from Yoruba and Igbo areas had formed settlements in IGBANKE. IGBANKE developed a unique culture through the assimilation of these groups, and the Ika language was its lingua franca. According to linguistic classification, the Ika language is a blend of several languages, including the Edo, Igbo, and Yoruba languages. The IGBANKE culture is epitomized in the Ebu festival, which is celebrated annually to commemorate the traditional head god of the deities, Wobu. On the eve of colonialism, IGBANKE had come out victorious in a war with Agbo in 1895. During the Benin punitive expedition in 1897, IGBANKE had hidden the Oba of Benin and his son from the British military before they were discovered. As a consequence of this, IGBANKE villages was razed by the British military. That is, the villages were burnt down as a punishment for hiding the Oba. Thus began colonialism and the British divide and rule policy, which altered the pre-colonial structures. Also, the political arrangements introduced by the British colonialists pitched one ethnic group or community against the other. During the colonial era, IGBANKE was first administered under the Asaba division, and in 1906, placed under the Obi of Agbo in the Agbo district, where the IGBANKE kings and chiefs attended the Agbo Native Council. However, the people complained about their subordination to the Obi of Agbo. They argued that they were an independent community before British incursion and were not inferior to the Obi of Agbo. They also complained of the high-handedness of the Obi in administering other kings in the district. Following their complaints, the IGBANKE district was created in 1914 and the administration merged with Benin in the then Benin division of Benin Province, Southern Protectorate of Nigeria. However, rather than being administered as a separate unit, the IGBANKE district was placed under the Oba of Benin, with a Benin chief, the Osula, who was appointed as its district head. The Osula moved to IGBANKE with his family and some Benin people, and he represented IGBANKE at the Oba's council. Although the Osula was nice to the people of IGBANKE, they agitated against interference in their internal administration and advocated for an IGBANKE person to take charge of their affairs as the district head. They complained of differences in cultures with the Benin people and difficulty in understanding the Benin language. The IGBANKE people also complained of the long distance to Benin and the inability to access or understand the proceedings of the Benin native court. Thus began series of agitations by the people, which led to the transfer of IGBANKE to the native court at Ohada, and later in 1922, the creation of the IGBANKE native court with the Osula as its head. The rotational leadership of the court was created in subsequent years when they agitated against a Benin leading the court proceedings. There were several attempts by British colonial government and the IGBANKE in diaspora to create a central government where they will be administered like Benin and Agbo. But this effort met with a brick wall as the IGBANKE kings preferred to be independent of the order. The colonial government continued its divide and rule policy in the district. For instance, while IGBANKE was administered politically under Benin division, and